Hi, adventurers! Today we're going to go on a color walk on the cliffs of Consolacao, Portugal. Are you excited? I'm very excited. So let's get going on our color walk. So I wanted to show you where we took this walk, and we started in Consolacao, Portugal, way up here, and this red line is where we walked along the ocean and the cliffs. So I want to take you on this adventure with us. So let's go on a color walk. What colors do you think we'll see on a color walk when we're walking along the coast and up on cliffs? What colors do you think? Well, good. If you're guessing yellow, blue, or red, you could probably see some of those on the screen. Any other colors you might think? Oh, good. Purple, orange. Yes. Violet, we might see violet too. Very good. Let's go ahead and see. So I want to teach you a little bit about colors as we're doing this walk. First, there are primary colors. These are the main colors, and we call them primary. The primary colors are red, yellow, and blue. Again, they're red, yellow, and blue. Let's see what we saw in the primary colors. We saw a sea anemone. You see that? Ooh, both of these are pictures of the sea anemones we saw. We saw some blooming ice plant leaves and lots of little purplish red flowers in the sand right there. So you can kind of see the red tips. Then we were looking for yellow, and we found lichen. Have you ever seen lichen? That's like the moss on the trees. We found yellow lichen. We found a beautiful ice plant that's blooming a yellow flower, and lots of little yellow flowers blooming right out of the ground. For blue, it was really easy because we were walking on the ocean, and there was a beautiful blue ocean and beautiful blue skies, and we saw a lot of blue on this color walk. Do you see the blue? Good. Now, after the primary colors, you can mix those colors and you can get secondary colors. And we're going to do a really fun color mixing activity. So be ready and watching for that. So when you mix those colors, you get your secondary colors. You get orange, you get green, and you get violet for your secondary colors. So what were the primary colors? Good. The primary colors were yellow, blue, and red. Good. And your secondary colors, orange, green, and violet. So we saw an orange sunset. We saw beautiful green agave plants up here. See this? This is called an agave plant. And more ice plant leaves blooming. Beautiful violet flowers. So the ice plant was green, the violet flowers, the agave was green, and the sunset was orange. So we were able to find our secondary colors of orange, green, and violet. There were lots more colors on our color walk. We had grays and browns and pinks and different shades of pinks you can see there. We have a light pink, almost pale white on the outside. And we had the opportunity several times to see this rock formation in the water, and they called it the Hershey bar. Why do you think they called it the Hershey bar? Does it look like something? Yes, when you break off the little pieces of that Hershey bar. So as you walked along the cliffs here, we saw a lot of this kind of brownish color volcanic rock. We also got to see mixtures of colors, like down here where the flowers were mixed with yellows and purples with the green leaves. And it was beautiful. Have you ever been tide pooling at the ocean? Over here, we saw some mixtures of colors on the rock because there were mollusks on the rock. And if you can see here, they're all attached, even up here in that little hole. And as you go tide pooling and the water goes out, you can walk through these little pools and see, and they're still attached to the rock. Pretty cool. I hope you've seen something like that before. Thank you for adventuring with us today. And now you get a turn to adventure. I want you to ask your family to take you on a color walk. And when you go on the color walk, I want you to think and take pictures in your head of all the beautiful colors you see. Think about primary colors. Again, they were red, yellow, and blue. And think about your secondary colors, your orange, your green, your violet, and all those other colors. And you can even take photos if you have a little camera that your parents can help you. And you could snap some photos if you'd like. And then when you get back, you can sit down and write your own book about your color walk. And you can share all the amazing things that you saw by writing this book. So I have sentence starters that I provide for you on the next page, and you could even have your parents help you go on to Book Creator, and you could create a book that looks just like mine, and you could add your pictures in. But if you want to write your own pictures and draw your own pictures, I think that's really fun. Then you could draw your pictures and write some sentences and put that book together, and you can have your parents help because they can dictate or they can write what you're dictating, and you can work on sounding those letters out and make your very own book. And once you have a book, you have to read that book to others, right? Because they like to hear it and see it. So here's my sentence starter for you. I went on a color walk and I saw, or I went on a color walk and I saw a, and then fill that in. So here's my example. I went on a color walk and I saw a white egret. Do you see that white egret there? Good. So now it's your turn. I hope you have fun adventuring on your color walks. If you want to share your book with me, I would love it. Have your parents email it to adventuresinlearning.info@gmail.com. And I wrote that right here, adventuresinlearning.info@gmail.com. Thank you so much. My name is Carrie Shannon, and this is Adventures in Learning, Educational Consulting and Coaching. See you later, adventurers. Have a great day.